Hi, my name is Otávio, and I'm one of the developers of Ibiporã. So, Ibiporã is a top-down action-adventure and shoot-'em-up game where you must protect Brazil of monsters from USA that invaded the country, playing with folk creatures from Brazilian culture. You fight against numerous hordes of enemies and switch between creatures from Brazilian folklore, such as Saci Pererê, Mula Sem Cabeça, Boitatá. Ai, tá muito errado essa didática. Hi, my name is Otávio, and I'm one of the developers of Ibiporã. Não, como é que eu falo isso? Ibiporã. Hi, my name is Otávio, and I'm one of the developers of Ibiporã by Espantalho Studio. So, Ibiporã is a top-down action-adventure and shoot-'em-up game where you must protect Brazil of monsters from USA that invaded the country, playing with folk creatures from the Brazilian culture. You fight against numerous hordes of enemies, and switch between creatures from Brazilian folklore, such as Saci Pererê, Boitatá, and Mula Sem Cabeça. You must survive or destroy the hordes to face the final boss, Jack Trumpkin O'Lantern. So, the unique selling point of our game is how it makes a critic using humor and culture. You fight against an invisible but notorious enemy from the real life, the American culture colonialism, which culture is commonly the protagonist of many games, even those from other countries and cultures. Allied with that, the game has a chaotic gameplay and variation as the player levels up, gets stronger, and tries new characters and new ways to deal with hundreds of enemies. Our target audience are roguelike action and shoot-'em-up games lovers. Also, casual players are one of the targets, as the game can be easily enjoyed without too much effort by the player. And of course, non-casual players, as long as the game also provides great challenges, such as using Boitatá as a primary character, or beating the game in a lower character level without getting any experience. But one of our most important audiences are in Latin America and in Brazil, which is a people who will identify themselves with the game's theme and the actual news over these lands, over their country. Additionally, our range even goes for the bullet heaven players, who are always playing and trying a new game on this genre. And speaking on bullet heaven, which is our niche and who are our competitors? As said before, Ibiporã is a action shoot-'em-up and roguelike game. Games like Vampire Survivors and Brotato resurrected the shoot-'em-up genre, mixing it with roguelike gameplay, a vicious and fun style. And these genres are in fashion. For example, to prove it, Megabonk, released in September of 2025, this year, has already sold more than 1 million copies. It proves that the players want more games like these, and if they have more games like these, they will play it, they will buy it. So, the minimum budget we're asking you is for completing the game's first prototype. For this, we need just one programmer, two 2D artists, one game designer, one soundtrack artist, and for this team, we're asking you to from $12,000 to $15,000. This team is smaller than the team on the Game Jam Plus on the 48 hours that we developed the game. The ideal budget would be for publishing the game on PC only, on the virtual stores such as Steam, GOG, and Epic. Two programmers, two 2D artists, one game designer, one soundtrack artist, and one sound effects designer would be enough for this project scope. For this team, we'll be asking you $20,000 to $30,000. And the maximum budget would be for publishing in more platforms, such as Nintendo Switch 1, Nintendo Switch 2, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S beyond the PC. For this team, 2 programmers, 3 2D artists, 2 game designers, 1 soundtrack artist, 2 sound effects designer, and 1 marketing person would be focusing on more marketing, investing more marketing for this game with this budget. And this budget would be from $40,000 to $55,000. The development timeline would be planned on the second or third month of the development to complete the game scope. On the fourth month of development, play testers would be playing the game, and from them we would be gathering feedbacks, information to, on the fifth to seventh month, fix bugs, improve mechanics, and add suggested mechanics on the game. From this, on the 8th month, we would be polishing the game and making a pre-release, focusing again on marketing. On the 9th month would be finally the game release. So the team is at the moment the team is constituted by Douglas Naut, the other game designer, sound effects designer, and PUC-PR student, Otávio Valensky, myself, the other game designer, sound effects designer, and also a PUC-PR student. Our programmer Nix, Lucas Moura, also a PUC-PR student. Bianca Martins, 2D artists. Nix, programmer, also a PUC-PR student. We made the game on Godot. Bianca Martins, 2D artist, and made the characters for our game. Julia Ferracini, 2D artist, PUC-PR student, and made the props of the scenarios for our game. Luisa Talamini, 2D artist, made the characters with Bianca. Pedro Henrique Ginsky helped Julia on the scenario, also a 2D artist. Mauro Evangelista, our soundtrack leader, composed 3 songs for the game. And that's our team. That's our game, Ibiporã. Thank you for this opportunity. I hope you... And so this is our team. This is Ibiporã. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you check out our email for contact. And please check out the description of this video for checking out the portfolio of our developers. Again, thank you, and I hope you like our game.